Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Qing China Hoi 4 Let's Play. Where I left it off in the previous episode, we were defeating the Japanese remnants trapped in Manchuria and North Korea, and we were pushing back against the Chinese breakthrough in the middle of China. Hopefully in this episode capturing back Nanjing and moving to relieve our beleaguered soldiers in the central pocket. Now they are doing good, they're not being starved to death yet. They do have access to a port as well as a load of space. Hopefully we can keep these guys tied down long enough to kick Japan out of Manchuria, making peace with Japan, and then sending these divisions as quickly as possible to southern China, where we can try and make a breakthrough here, or probably send them to the north. Most likely going to be in the south so we can get these guys rolling again and try and trap these Chinese divisions who are low on supply and organization, and then of course starting our marine invasions of the south. Hopefully we can start all that this episode. So let's go ahead and begin with our assaults. You get yourself down there. Drop this down to 2-speed real quick. And we need you to pull back. Let's see, can I do any micromanaging here? Try and see if I can give these guys some breathing room. Let's have you guys go like that. Let's have just this one division. And then do that. Once we see if we can get this one division to move out. Actually, stop that, because I know what's going to happen. It's going to move that front line too much, so instead we'll have it move down this way. And we'll have that division move like that. Actually, have it move up. And have this division move down. Hopefully the Germans can start sending us some more equipment. That's not gonna work. We can stop that. We just gotta pick and choose where we fight. Just gotta keep ourselves open, especially here. We're starting the bottleneck. Any other micromanaging we can do. Keep yourself moving forward like so. Let's have all these guys target that. Sorry about that, guys. I had to pause real quick. Let's continue. We need to finish this pocket off as fast as possible. It's these Soviet divisions that are coming to reinforce that are proving to be the problem. Let's try and encircle this division here. Try and keep it pinned down to as many divisions as possible. Let's put it back up to 3-speed. I would start training more divisions, but we are in a deficit of guns. So I want to get back into the positive on guns, and then we'll start sending our divisions out. We're encircling yet another Japanese division here, and the supplies are actually really running the Japanese down. That division here needs to widen up. That just in case that division ends up getting encircled. And I'll start bringing this division down to Pyongyang. We just need this finished off as fast as possible. Strike there. At this point there is no organization left. Even South Africa wants to send us guns. They're a democratic nation. And we're right on the heels of these guys. Alright, let's just go ahead and move this guy that way. And we'll move you that way. See if we can get an encirclement on those 3 divisions, instantly destroy them. Now, all this fighting in Korea isn't really necessary for the fact of this is all going to be given back to make a Korean state. but it's basically kicking the Japanese out of the mainland, and when that occurs, just like that, we pause real quick. So we have peace with Japan. Means many things. One, we have Taiwan as a port. Two, Korea is no longer under our sphere of influence or Japan's sphere of influence, which means all these troops here that are garrisoned can be sent to China, and it also means that we have naval supremacy. Chinese don't have a navy. We do have a navy. We're no longer at war with Japan, so our ships can freely sail around the sea, which means we can start production of our Marines and start sending them to open up pockets all over China and start drawing troops away from the front lines. And our men are also striking everywhere, it looks like. Let's have one of you guys move that way. I want that division encircled and killed. We need to just start pushing mainly in the north here. Nanjing is also ours once again. So it's looking up for us. I want them to start moving like that. Strike them there. Strike them there. Alright, so let's reconstitute all these guys here. Okay? Every single one of them. What army was this Marine added to? Alright. That Marine needs to be added to a different army, so we'll go ahead and not disband, but I want to unassign you. You'll be on your own for now. Alright, I think the army that you're assigned to is currently being encircled, isn't it? Yes, so you're going to be assigned to a different army. You'll be assigned to that army. So I want this entire army here. You got a new perk? Or are you lying to me? You lied to me. Alright, so this army, its orders are going to be to push south and relieve these soldiers. The Green Army is going to delete their plan here. They're going to spearhead right there. They're going to cut these soldiers off, or at least push them out. Looks all good. Alright, now we're going to start getting our navy together. And this Marine is going to move as fast as it can to Dylon. And then this army as well needs to, we need to delete that so you don't come over to that again. We need to delete that. It's no longer at that. I mean, you should start flying air superiority there, because most of the fighting's here now. Good? Good. What else? I know we have an unassigned unit there. I know we have exiled units. We have a shortage of steel. We'll buy another unit of steel from Germany. We have outdated equipment. I know we have outdated equipment there, but we don't have the amount to bring it back. Auto, I want it to be added to, what fleet is this? China Fleet 1, okay. Just going to be doing some maintenance here while I have it waiting. We're going to have you go to China Fleet 1. Don't need these convoys anymore, actually. What am I saying? We do need those convoys. We need those convoys so we can start doing naval invasions. That was stupid of me. Alright. I think we're going to need attrition at the moment because we are taking some massive amounts of attrition. Outdated equipment. I know we have outdated equipment. I'll add the tank there for now. When the time comes, we'll do the tank, missing equipment production, fighter, and close air support. Not at the moment. We're not going to be making any of those. Don't have the stuff we need for that. We're not going to release the bandits. We're not going to. Don't need to do any of this. Get rid of that. We need the at war. The insufficient will go soon. And how is our gun supply doing? We're still in the negatives. How about our constructions? So right now we're just repairing a shit ton. But we should be able to... I'll have these repaired later on, but for now I want these built. Okay, all set. I don't want to start training any men now because we still need to get our guys more weapons. I don't want you fighting at the moment. You need to stop. You already stopped. You need to keep pushing. Where are you fighting at? You need to stop fighting. You're fighting up here in the north. Get your infantry attack, that'd be good for you. You can keep fighting. You need to keep fighting. You need to keep opening up more territory for yourself, and you need to try and widen this up here. So I don't want that. If we get that, we're getting cut off. And then you strike forward. I like how we still own this large portion here around this area, which makes it impervious for the Chinese. And of course, when we get our reinforcements up here, they should be traveling by rail or by boat. I don't know. If they want to, they can travel by convoy. No, they're traveling by rail. I don't think we have a close enough port. Yeah, we don't. Pause the game. We'll accept that from Siam. We have no reason to go to war with Siam in this Let's Play. Or, not Let's Play playthrough, I should say. We could gain an extra research slot, but at the moment we don't really need that. We could start doing that. But at the moment I don't really need any of that. Move the capital. We could do move the capital. But at the moment, what is that? What do we need here? Has technology motorized. Don't have that technology, so we should actually go for that technology so we can get the unequal treaties thing done. Get the one China policy. Alright, so for now we'll do that. How's the research going? Guerrilla warfare will be done soon. We'll be done our doctrines all together. Getting assembly line, and our research time is going to be dropping as well. When this drops off, we'll get the motorized. Have encircle these guys as well, and then we'll attack them on the side. Our fleets all together. We're gonna actually put these guys on convoy rating. So there's a port, and there's a port. I want them convoy rating, destroying all convoys that they come across for now. Try and hamper the Chinese troops from getting any supplies they desperately need. And you attack in the side there. I don't want that. Just a full-blown attack on this one unit. Let them waste themselves away on this unit here. The longer they waste themselves away, the better. Yourselves back on that front line. see if we can even it up here and try and break those guys out of there. Call to arms, warning, acceptance call to arms, we do the truces. Oh, that's right, Germany. We drew Germany into a war against Japan. Oh! Oh, wait, I forgot we did that. Okay. Well, now that we have divisions there, guess what we're going to do? We're going to take the Green Army. Green Army is going to come up to here. Pause the game real quick because this is going to be important. Don't tell me the Green Army shot all the way over there. Where's your front line end? Jesus. That's not at all what I wanted. Alright, so your front line is going to be like from there, and then it's going to come up to there. And the Blue Army, so we're going to have to delete that. Send this Blue Army here. There you are. You're going to come all the way down to here. And you're going to strike right across, killing everybody in your path. So we've effectively destroyed the enemies here. How's our production going? Alright, so we do have a ton of extra units. How many guns is going to take up? Only 600. Okay, so what we're going to do? How many Marines do we have available? What happens if I was to add Marines to this? You know what? I can deal with that. How many are we allowed? We're allowed 5 units, so let's get all 5. Going to be set to here. We want them 1 time, and we're literally just going to start 2 naval invasions. We're going to have one that's going to capture the island of Hainan, and then we're going to have another that's probably going to be launched probably right here at this port. Just draw some guys off the front line, and if that one fails, we can always send these guys to Hainan as well and try and open up another arrowhead here. So we're all lined up, got all our men settled here. Supplies should start pouring in as fast as possible. Any Chinese troops here are going to be cut off, and we're just going to have the Green Army race as fast as it can. Once we get all this stabilized, we'll start having the front lines redone, because of course these front lines, men are all going to be facing this way, and we can start pushing again in China. So the tide has turned in our favor, and we still are losing the air war here. So I say you guys should all be attacking. Attack, attack, attack. I want you going that way. No, you need to keep attacking there, but I want you to head like here, here, here. No, okay, never mind. You're not going to be able to do that. So I want you to go there, and then I'm going to come along this way. I'm going to go right to the port of Shanghai. Alright, let's pause real quick. Alright, so we do need to get motorized. So start researching some motorized. Call to arms requests. They want us. Allies, Germany, Bulgaria. Okay, that's with the... Alright, so I want this cavalry division to go like this. Never mind, we're gonna have to shift this one around. So I want them to head, skirt along the lines like this. Just like so, and then I'll have the rest of these guys just fill in, but I really want to try and circle this division. I'll have this one here. Go like this. Okay, perfect. Unpause. Let these guys capture as much land as possible. I wonder how many Chinese divisions we trapped here. I wonder. What army? This army here. That's this brown army? Correct? Correct. Okay, let's delete that. And everybody moving to this front line here. Pause, because your front line just went all over the place. Let's all the way over here now. Your front line should only own this segment of the river. So I want you to take all your forces and bring them to that front line. And the Red Army, Army number 2, you should be on this side of the river. And let's check your front line out. Yeah, you should not. You should only have to that river there. Right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take all your guys, you're going to bring them right back to there. Now I know that's going to leave a hole right there, but our Green Army is going to swiftly take that hole and get rid of it. Seems like everything's okay. You're not even attached to an army group. Get yourself attached to an army group. Get yourself infantry expert. I'd go for ambusher, but we're not really worried about entrenchment. We're on the attack. And you don't have anything available. Let's continue. How's our gun situation? We still got guns left over. Let's capture Shanghai before the Soviets get in it. That Soviet division, what is this? Yeah, that's a big Soviet division there, and these fortifications would just help the Soviets. I want that division gone. No, yeah, I want you to go for Ningbo. Alright, so the war here, we're not only are we regaining our factories back, we're gaining them in large quantities. I think we don't have any fighters, do we? No. We're gonna need more steel from Germany. We're gonna need more steel. I'm actually just gonna keep requesting steel from Germany, I guess. I was gonna say we could try and get some from America, and then I remembered. And, we can't get from America. Alright, so we're probably going to need to take this blue army and switch it up here. And help out. So those are the Chinese resistance is stiffening here. We could actually send them up. Yeah, we'll probably just have to keep pushing out. I would say let's try an encirclement, but that's not going to happen. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to select everybody here, and you're all going to move for that point. And when it's captured, it's captured. And you're going to head for there. Yeah, I don't even know why these volunteer divisions are here. Are they volunteers from... Oh, it's because they have military access, so they're just sending their units here for what? Just to sit and die? Freaking idiots. We will have to worry about those divisions, though, especially all these British divisions here and Anzac divisions here. Because what's going to happen is, when we go to war with the UK later on. Why are you guys still here? You need to get yourselves Nanjing. Actually, wait, did you guys finish it off, didn't you? Now where are you headed for? Oh, you're all headed for there. Alright. You need to get yourselves a front line right there. And you're gonna spearhead to right there. Alright, where's the brown army at, right? So you guys don't need to be doing any more spearheads. What you need is get your last guys in position. And we need to fix your supply situation. We're going to give you guys an offensive line. And go right to the border. Perfect. Think you can do it? I have these guys still prepare. But we need to, we're going to smash these divisions back. Hey, get some money. Now you deal with that, and then you guys just race forward. Cut those divisions off. How come this division hasn't been cut off yet? We have the encryption or decryption advantage, attacking from multiple sides. Oh, their general's better, isn't he? How better is this general? Ours is a level... What level is our general? He's a level 5. Oh, this general has more traits than ours. Maybe that's the reason why. Alright, so the battle map looks a lot better than what it did. And I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, we are back. Sorry about that, I had to go and do something real quick. It's been a while since I've been watching over this, but I think where we left off, we were trying to keep the Chinese out of China here, and we're actually doing pretty well at it. We've destroyed the Chinese advance completely. And the last of our armies are pushing them out. We actually need to give the Red Army, or Army number 2, their own attack line, like so. Let's redo that attack line. I'll move up to that. Why I'm not invading here is only for the fact of I really just want to get China out of the way first, and then start advancing into Guangxi. And also I'm going to have some marine units soon. How long until they're ready? They'll be ready December 13th, 1941, so not too long from now. We have 0 convoys, or sorry, we have 8 convoys. We use 8 in total for supply, so we can't keep up with the amount of convoys we're using. Okay. Alright, so we moved the capital now. So really there's nothing else we can do, so we're going to do the research and education thing. And I think we've knocked off enough enemy units where we could try and launch an assault. How long? Why can't we yet? What's the reason why? Large river crossing. There is no river crossing, so I don't know why you have a -10 penalty. Why? What? No, who's still preparing? Oh, because somebody's under attack. Alright, launch the attack. See? I don't know where you got that from. And launch your attack. See, now look at that. Who's the purple army? Oh no, why did I do that? Come on, everybody. Where are these blue? Oh, I wonder we're meeting stiff resistance here. Because that second army isn't pushing up. When you get there, you're just going to start plowing into these guys and push them out of the way. Pause real quick. Alright, so we have another research slot open. It's 1941. What do we desperately need? Let's get the tankette researched. And then what other things can we research? Anything important? So we already have the naval invasion thing done. Now let's start getting fighters researched. We do not have any fighters, and that'll be good to have. Can't get captain of industry. Let's get army regrouping. And Romania, we're not going to join your war. You idiot. That's definitely something I'm not dragging China into. You advance these 3 divisions forward. Bulgaria, we're not going to be joining your war anytime soon. Why are you're leaving that entire thing open? Are you crazy? That's free territory you don't even have to fight for. You're just going to let the Chinese take that again? Look at that, that's a civilian factory right there, I believe. Capture that, please. Hold on. Who is... Is there anybody who's fighting? It's this army that I was just highlighting over. Great. Like how, so we're starting to invade in the Zaibema Free State. You know what? See if we can cut this unit off, just starve it. It's not like a bad idea. Cut that unit off. Let's go ahead and starve it out. Instantly killed it. Start trying to launch attacks across the river there and try and block these units off from their escape. Okay, that's not gonna happen, is it? Oh well, strike them with everything you got. So we've cleaned up that fiasco that we had. We're slow. Looks like we're slowly advancing in the north, or in the south. Second Army's reached all its objectives for the most part. You need to actually stop that guy from moving up. We're slowly pushing up. That's a free city, so I'm gonna tell all the divisions to hold. Have you capture that city because it's a free port. It's almost time for those Marines to be in action. Okay, so that's open for business and start slaughtering them. Yeah, we're gonna start killing these guys off rapidly. Okay. So once we've secured this little place here, I'm gonna start having soldiers redraw their lines. Actually, we're gonna start redrawing lines now. Okay, so this army here, where are your front lines at? Okay, so your front line is gonna come down to about there. That seems reasonable, yes. And then this army, this blue army here, your front line Do you have 2 front lines? Who's the 14? So you may tell me you have 2 front lines. We're gonna redraw your front lines then. Just like that. And then you know where you need to go. So let's start redistricting. So this army group here is gonna have all the armies in the south. I'm guessing are gonna be attached to this one. So this army is in the south. This army I'll consider being in the south. So this is one of our newer armies, so that's going to stay there. Huh. Okay, so all the northernmost armies are still in the north. Okay, never mind. So our army groups are set up, right? And of course the marine group is going to need to be set up differently. Actually, you know what, that army is pretty far up north. How about this? I'm going to attach them to the army group here. And the Marines are going to be attached to the southern group. And then you need to take your front line and actually move it over some. There you go. So you're not jumbled up on top of each other. And then the purple army here, your job is going to be different. You're going to actually try and capture the capital of Qing. So let me rephrase it. You're actually going to go this way. And you're going to create a massive bulge in the lines. How's our southern forces doing? Not good, but they're not doing bad. Alright, and then we're going to need to redraw our lines here. So this army is going to be attached to the southernmost armies. So I think we're going to throw this army down here to continue the push into Guangxi, and then we're going to throw the other army into the push from Yunnan. So the red army is going to skirt across the north, while we're going to have this army push here, that army push there. Then we'll have this army push here, that army go there, 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 and then I guess one's gonna have to push up here to reclaim this territory. So the brown army, this army doesn't have many men, so I don't want it covering too much ground. So I'm gonna give it to the cover that, and the green army. This army here is going to cover that. And then the purple army, army number 6, I need to start calling them by their army numbers, is going to cover that. And then this army is still deployed up here, so that's actually not good. So we're going to get rid of you there. And then we're going to have this entire army here deployed to its new objectives down here in the south. And supply has gotten 10 times better now that we're not like screwing around everywhere. And then these two armies should be the only two here going on the offensive. You should not be on the offensive. You should not be on the offensive anymore. Get rid of your attack lines here, because those are just causing casualties. They're going to hold all your attacks. I'd say hold all your attacks here, but because I want these guys to die, so once they die I'll have you hold all your attacks, and you should be deploying to your new zone, and then you can go ahead and move that way some. Actually, these guys are a little too spread out on their attack line, so let's go ahead and redo this. I want them to get just across the river. Just like that. Actually, I want them to move downwards, because of course these guys are going to have to go for northern Yunnan. I want them going over the Tibetan border. This army, once it gets its supplies together, is going to come that way. It's going to go for that. The green army, actually the purple army, since this is the smallest army, its job is just going to be to simply recapture this. Then the green army is going to be to simply move this way, and the brown army, this army here, this offensive line is going to be to move that way. Right? So you guys can kind of see how it's going to work. It's basically going to be, the blue army is kind of like a reserve army. It's going to just try and recapture, and then once it's done, it's going to be waiting for reinforcements. Meanwhile, the other armies are going to be trying to grab as much territory as possible, and we can capitalize on the mass Chinese deaths. So before I end the episode, let's go ahead and look at the casualty report. So, our puppet losing so many men, 337,000 dead. Azebe Sanma lost 88,000, and then Dictatorial Xinjiang lost 143,000. Think of all those soldiers. If they wouldn't have gotten encircled, we could have pulled out of there and not lost. We've lost 950,000 men. That doesn't count any men we lost to the Japanese. That was probably up in the large portions. Yunnan, we so far killed 186,000 of those guys, and Yunnan's this tiny province right here. Actually, a couple provinces. Guangxi, 481,000, and we're actually starting to enter, or about to enter Guangxi here shortly. We're right on the border with them. And China's lost 126 million with the capitulation of Qing. We might even not even have to push for as far here as possible. Qing should be the last of it, so might not even need the Marines. I am probably going to use the Marines though, just try and get a foothold, because Guangxi is going to be fighting resistance. As you see here, we're barely pushing through here. I might even have to take the blue army and have them push here instead of the red army moving this way. That's probably what we're going to have to do. Probably should move the blue army, have it try and push towards the coast here, or try and push here, try and help out this army. We've got a large amount of Chinese soldiers here. Probably just do this, cut them off, capture that port, and cut off the supply. Still going to need our soldiers though to try and capture the capital of Nanning. Just that Guangxi doesn't become a major power in this war, and it prolongate this war, because this war's gone on for long enough. My side's lost 1.51 million men. That's all on China alone. None of these guys have died at the hands of the Chinese. As you see, of course, casualties reigning supreme here in our side, I guess. We'll stay in the Axis, of course. We need to stay in the Axis because we do need to try and take these two provinces away from the Europeans, and of course we're going to have to capture Macau, so we are going to have to go to war with Portugal, dragging Portugal into the war. Soviet Union, we're also going to go to war with. We're going to have to go with the British Raj, of course. The Raj has this province here that we need, and Kashmir, we need Kashmir as well. Don't know if we need Nepal and Bhutan, probably not, but we do need here and here. And what else do we need? We do need some of these regions here. I think it's these two right here is what we really need. Yeah, right here. And then here as well. I don't think we need these two. We do need Tanutuva in Mongolia. We need Chita, we need Amur, we need this, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. We need Karabvosk, we need Vladivostok, and we need, of course, these regions here as well. We don't need that, we don't need these. Don't need these two either. Don't know if we need these. I'll have to look at that map again. But I know it stretched all the way out into the Soviet Union as well. So we are going to have to go to war with the Soviets. And then maybe we'll make an Indian puppet. Nepal, Bhutan, make them a puppet. And even make some puppets here as well. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please don't comment, rate, and subscribe. In the next episode, we'll be finishing off China. We're going to be rebuilding our military, annexing our old puppets, conquering Tibet, and probably rebuilding an air force to either A, invade Korea, B, invade Japan once our truce is over, which will bring us into conflict with Siam as well, and then a possible invasion of the Soviet Union. We are getting towards the time when war with the USSR will happen. Probably going to war with the Allies as well. Mass invasions of British Raj and Free France in Indochina, as well as Hong Kong and France, dragging Portugal into the war. And I don't know, maybe Chinese dominance of East Asia altogether, freeing Indonesia as a puppet, making a ton of puppets, I guess. But like I said, we're going to be as historically accurate as possible. We're only capturing the extent of what China owned under the Qing Empire, which means Vietnam is not going to be annexed by us, because that was the Ming Empire, or the Ming Dynasty. We're only capturing what the Qing Dynasty owned, which I do believe the Qing Dynasty did own Korea at one point, I believe. But you can see in the comment section if I'm wrong on that. There was a map I posted in the first video. It's right in the beginning of the video, you can see it. And yeah, so of course we are going to have to get over to the Soviets, British Raj, the Allies. So we of course get these little states back, and Korea, as well as Portugal. So we are going to be encountering some stiff resistance, probably from the British, not so much the French. Most likely the British though. Because of course, look, if you look here, they're doing Hold Hong Kong. And if you guys don't know what Hold Hong Kong does, it adds 3 coastal forts, which means we're gonna have to go. Luckily, we're invading from the land. But of course, Hong Kong gets all this stuff here, so. And Singapore gets all of this, and we are gonna have to go to war with Singapore to, of course, end them. See, Singapore's here. Probably make them a puppet. Fascist puppet. We aren't going to be communists. Now if it was communist China, we'd have a slew of communist puppets. Probably going to puppet Japan as well, because of course we are going to need South Sakhalin. South Sakhalin was owned by us, and the Okinawa Islands I believe was also owned by China at one point in time. Again, you can say if I'm wrong or not. And we'll probably be making Japan a puppet of us as well. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please don't comment, rate, and subscribe. If you like the channel, spread the word. All the subscribers are needed. This video is probably going to be coming out late on Monday. Probably be trying to do as many videos as possible a week. At the moment, Hearts of Iron 4 is the only active series. I stopped doing Total War Warhammer 2 series just because I was having major lag issues with the game. And not only that, but I just lost interest in Total War Warhammer as well. So both of those compiled me to stop. Somebody can give me a mod that greatly improves, I don't know, frame rates for Total War Warhammer. I'll go back to it, but probably, I'd say probably Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to be putting out a straw poll to try and find another series for the channel. I know Ultimate General we're still doing. Views have majorly dropped on that series, so if you guys don't want to watch it anymore, let me know, and I'll stop uploading it onto the channel. I upload videos that you guys want to watch, and I've rambled on enough in this video so far. Probably made it too long, so anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.